There's three ways that people can find Buoy. The first is that we can just sit on top of someone's existing healthcare portal. The second way is that we could actually send people directly a link, and that link would open up a version of Buoy that they could then download directly onto their phone. Then the third way is we already know that in healthcare today, people don't turn to anybody for help besides Google and then whatever content ranks. And so we really saw the need to disrupt the Google behavior when it comes to finding Buoy.
We have 15,000 keywords that people will find us through Google, which means every 13 seconds we tend to see somebody out in the world using Buoy. And that's an engagement that we think is going to be a differentiator.
One of the stats we always share is that 1 billion people search for healthcare-related questions every day.
If you think about other behaviors that have been wrestled from Google's hold on literally almost any question that you might have, now 55% of people turn to Amazon when they have a product question. Probably a similar percentage of people turn directly to Yelp when they're looking for a place to eat. They really disrupted Google's hold by actually inserting themselves into the belly of the beast. So in a similar way, for us to really change the habit, we had to insert ourselves into the initial habit, which is Googling. We actually have a team of writers who are writing content every single day to rank on Google and literally compete against the WebMDs of the world to show up when people are searching for their symptoms or diagnoses.
The way we choose the content to write is actually leveraging the search bar on our Buoy website. So when somebody comes to Buoy, they search in what's bothering them, and over time we can see what are the most common searches, and then we can take that search history, give it to our providers, and they can write content so that we can produce more and more content that are fueling the interests of our patient population.
We don't have a native app because people have zero patience for going to the App Store when they're sick. So the best way of intercepting that person is to find them off of Google and really optimize the product for a web mobile experience.
We've also seen Buoy used as a way to drive more engagement in existing employer solutions. They'll stumble across content that are written by Buoy providers, then they'll interview with Buoy Assistant. About 3 minutes into that interview, we'll ask people, do you receive benefits through an employer? If they say yes, and they identify an employer that is a partner of ours, we'll actually triage them into their providers, their networks, and their tools. From a product roadmap perspective, Buoy is essentially having a conversation with somebody, helping them understand what they have, but then pulling in that most important resource that the employer's already invested in. So we're really trying to solve two questions. One, what does that person have? But two, where should they go based on the existing ecosystem of benefits?